Oh, hey folks, how you doing? This is Paul. You're going to get another lesson on German death cards. You start learning history, you start learning the hubris of the people, you start learning how and why things were back in the time, and it has so much to be able to teach you about life itself and how it can apply to modern day living. Anyways, this is what I want to show you. I want to show you a very suspect card, okay? And I'm going to show you this, and I want to see how many of you pick up on this, okay? It's not really comical. It certainly wasn't comical for the people, but in retrospect, this is a little bit comical because of the hubris, okay? Let me show you this, and you take a look, and I want you to look at this card. Now, I will read it for you, but take a look at this, okay? Now, this man right here, as you can see, this young man died toward the end of the war in 1945, and look at what it says. It says, SS Panzer Death Card. Now, look. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see that? Now, do you want to see why this is a shuck and a jive? Because this is a trick. A lot of you don't know this, but I'm going to show you. Okay? Let me show you in 42 and in 43. Let me show you how these were. Okay? Let me show you. And then it'll you'll be able to understand this. Okay? Here we go. Now, this is in 44, not near the end. And this guy was also death card in Poland. He was SS, close combat clasp, brave soldier nonetheless. Now, what do you see that's different about this man right here? What's different? What is different? Oh, you have a skull and crossbones because you're big and bad, right? You were big and bad, so you've got the skull and crossbones. I see. What do you have on your lapel, on your collar? What do you have there? Oh, SS. That's what you have because you're big and bad, right? S and S. Oh, I see, because you're big and bad, right? All right. Well, when we come forward, like I showed you before, what do we have here? I will show you, just like I showed you before. Sorry, folks, I passed it. Let me get back to it here. Sorry. Sometimes it does this. Let me scroll down to where I can show you, and you can see what they did here. You can see what the trick was, okay? Hang on, we'll get right to it. And you can't blame the families for why they did this, okay? You can't. Here it is right here. Now take a look at the card. This is late, very, very late in the war. It's a Panzer SS man. And what do you see there? What do you see? Can you see any, because they're big and bad, right? They're big and bad. Where's his skull? Oh, it's been edited out, huh? The family edited it out. See, right there, you see that close-up? There should be a skull and crossbones right there, huh? Right? He's big and bad, right? He's big and bad. Where's his SS collar? Where's his collar for SS? Oh, that's been removed too, huh? Because you're big and bad? Well, you see what happened, folks? Toward the end of the war, the German families finally began to realize, and they were hearing the stories, like when the Russians and when the Americans were going in and looking at Dachau and these death camps, and they started hearing through the grapevine that the SS soldiers were killed immediately on the spot in different ways that weren't pleasant. And they didn't want, at the end of the war, to have their Big bad SS people with their accoutrements on their uniform to be shown. How do you like that? Now you got yourself your first lesson on death cards, okay? Take care. Bye.